Mount Everest, the highest place on Earth, a mountain that has inspired explorers for generations and taken the lives of many who dared to challenge it. But in 2026, Everest is not just a mountain anymore. It has become a global controversy. New rules, record crowds, advanced technology, and a serious question: is Everest finally becoming safer or more dangerous than ever before? Over the past decade, Everest has changed dramatically. Every year, hundreds of climbers travel to Nepal with one goal: to stand on top of the world. But here's what most people don't realize. Climbing Everest is no longer just about skill. It has become a commercial industry. Expedition companies offer complete packages: guides, oxygen, food, logistics, everything included. This means that even people with limited experience can attempt the climb, as long as they can afford it. And this has created a dangerous situation. During peak summit days, climbers form long lines near the summit ridge. At first, this might not seem like a big problem, but on Everest, standing still can kill you. Because above 8,000 meters lies the death zone, where oxygen levels drop to about 1/3 of sea level. Your body is slowly shutting down. Your brain functions slower. Your muscles weaken. Your decision-making becomes poor. So when climbers are forced to wait in line, they are literally running out of time to survive. This overcrowding led to a rise in deaths, not because climbers couldn't reach the summit, but because they couldn't descend in time. Rescue operations became more difficult, Sherpas faced increasing risk, and the mountain itself began to suffer. This forced the Nepal government to rethink everything. Because Everest is not just a tourist destination, it is a national symbol and a major source of income. So the challenge was clear: how do you protect lives without shutting down the industry? In 2026, Nepal introduced a powerful idea. Before climbing Everest, you must first climb a mountain above 7,000 meters in Nepal. Now this might sound simple, but it changes everything. Because climbing above 7,000 meters teaches skills that cannot be learned anywhere else. At that altitude, climbers experience severe oxygen deprivation, extreme cold, often below -30 degrees Celsius, long exposure to high-altitude fatigue, real use of fixed ropes and ice climbing techniques. This is where climbers learn how their body reacts. Some realize they cannot handle altitude. Others learn how to manage oxygen properly. Without this experience, Everest becomes extremely dangerous. That's why this rule is not just a restriction, it's a filter for survival. Another critical change in 2026 is mandatory health certification. But this is not just a formality. At extreme altitude, even small health issues can turn into life-threatening conditions. For example, a minor heart problem can become fatal. Lung capacity directly affects oxygen survival. High blood pressure increases risk of stroke. And the biggest danger of all, altitude sickness. This includes conditions like HAPE, fluid in lungs, and HACE, brain swelling, both of which can kill within hours. In the past, climbers could still attempt Everest even if they were not fully fit, but now Nepal is trying to stop that. Because once you are high on the mountain, there is no hospital. Behind every successful Everest climb, there is a Sherpa. Sherpas are not just guides, they are route builders, load carriers, rescue experts, survival specialists. They fix ropes through dangerous sections like the Khumbu Icefall, one of the most unstable glaciers in the world. This area is constantly moving. Ice towers collapse without warning. Crevices open suddenly. And yet, Sherpas cross it multiple times each season. One of the most legendary among them is Kami Rita Sherpa, who has climbed Everest more times in history than anyone else. The new rule requiring licensed guides is a step toward recognizing their importance and protecting lives. In 2026, another major shift happened. The Tibetan side of Everest, controlled by China, became inaccessible to most foreign climbers. This decision had a massive impact, because Everest has two main routes, south side, north side. With the north side closed, everyone is forced to climb from Nepal. This means more climbers on one route, increased pressure on infrastructure, higher risk of overcrowding. And not just Everest, peaks like Cho Oyu and Shishapangma are also affected. For climbers chasing all 14 highest mountains, this is a major obstacle. For the first time in history, drones are being used on Everest. Now this might sound like a small change, but it's revolutionary. Traditionally, Sherpas carry heavy loads through dangerous terrain. Each trip through the icefall risks their lives. But drones now can transport ropes, deliver oxygen cylinders, carry garbage down, map dangerous areas. This reduces the number of trips Sherpas must make, and fewer trips means lower risk of death. It also improves efficiency and speed. In a place where every second matters, that can save lives. Climbing Everest has always been expensive, but in 2026, costs are rising even higher. Permit fees alone are around $15,000, and total expense costs can exceed $100,000. But this is not just about money, it's about access. Higher costs means fewer climbers, and fewer climbers means less crowding, better safety, less environmental damage. But it also creates inequality, because now only the wealthy can attempt Everest. So the question becomes, is Everest being protected or privatized? Everest is facing another serious problem: pollution. Over decades, climbers have left behind oxygen bottles, broken tents, food packaging, human waste. To fight this, Nepal enforces strict rules. Climbers must bring down at least 8 kilograms of waste. Organizations like the Sagarmatha Pollution Control Committee are leading cleanup efforts. But the truth is, cleaning Everest is extremely difficult, because everything happens at extreme altitude. Even picking up trash can be life-threatening. Everest in 2026 is at a crossroads. New rules, new technology, new challenges. But one thing remains unchanged: the mountain itself. It is still unforgiving, still unpredictable, still deadly. And no matter how much we improve, Everest will always demand respect, because reaching the top of the world was never meant to be easy. If you enjoyed this documentary, like, comment, and subscribe, because Everest's story is far from over.